Hi folks, this is Vince with Dad's Gaming Addiction, and once again we're going to be commenting on a game that Vinny Jr. and I had played just recently. As you can see, I am playing as the Rebel Alliance, and I'm about to show you my cards here. Prototype Pilot and Biggs Darklighter. The Prototype Pilot has the Chardan refit. Biggs doesn't have anything. K and Farlander has, let's see, adaptability, I think it is. Yep, he's piloting a B-Wing, and Fire Control System. And we've got Jan Ors and a Hawk 290 adaptability and dorsal turret. All of that come to 99 points, I think it was. And then Vinny over here, let's see, he had, it's kind of hard to see, Jumpmaster, a Y-Wing, I think it was Cavill. Yeah. So he had Talbane Cobra with Veteran Instincts. He had the Jumpmaster 5000 Predator and R4 Agromech. And then Cavill and a Y-Wing Blaster Turret, R4 Agromech, and Predator. And all that came to 100 points, I think it was. Pretty sure. Alright, and I went ahead and sped up the game 2 times, just so that the game would go a little bit faster. Now, pilot skills were all over the place here. My prototype pilot in the A-Wing went first, or activated first. And then after that, I believe it was Biggs that went next. And then, because of my adaptability, Key and Farlander 7 became an 8, so his Cavill went next after that. In fact, I'll just let you watch. Alright, so I went 2 straight with Biggs here. It's a very, very good match, I gotta say. It was really enjoyable to play. Vinny's doing an excellent job with his X-Wing games. I don't know if he's like adaptability. I'm showing the camera that I have adaptability, which is why Cavill is moving first and activating first because he's a 7. My K and Farlander down there in the B-Wing is considered an 8 because of adaptability, so I would activate next. But yeah, Vinny's come a long way. I don't know if he's like testing builds on some other electronic device that I don't know about and trying them out, but he's coming. Predator seems to be one of his favorite things. I just did a barrel roll here. Do a barrel roll. And then next will be his Dengar in the Jumpmaster. That's the pilot. Oh no, my Hawk 290 first, which is an 8. And then Dengar, which is a 9. Yeah, he messed up here. He should have moved the Jumpmaster first. But it was only the first round, so it was no big deal. But Dengar was a 9 and should have moved first. And he had Veteran Instincts, I believe, on the Talbane Cobra, I think it is. And that made it an 11. So, yeah. But again, no harm, no foul. This was just the first round, so nothing really happened there. And we didn't bother taking any actions except for barrel rolls or boosts or anything like that. Alright, so we're planning our maneuvers. This was a tough one for me, gotta say. My goal here with the Rebel Alliance was to use Jan Orr's ability, which is at range 1 to 3, pick a ship. As long as you're not stressed, you can give that ship an extra attack die, which was really good. So I was trying to keep the Hawk 290 in range of somebody, particularly Key and Farlander. And I was using Biggs to run interference, hopefully for a while, so that they would shoot at him while I could get close with the B-Wing and light him up, because the B-Wing already has 3 attack dice by default. Alright, so he's moving his Y-Wing. Now, Cavill, on the other hand, here, thrives on a blaster turret outside of its normal firing arc. You get an extra attack die with Cavill if you use your blaster turret or secondary weapon outside of the regular firing arc here. So he was trying to keep his rear and sides facing me at all times with Cavill, which is the Y-Wing. And then the Jumpmaster, I'm not sure what he was doing with him. He didn't have any like proton torpedoes or anything. Dengar just has a good high pilot ability. So I think he was just trying to knock me out with his 360 firing solution. His Talbane Cobra, though, I don't know if I'm Talonbane Cobra, if I'm pronouncing that right, is probably one of the deadliest ships I've ever played against in the Scum faction. Like, particularly this pilot here, because at range 1, you double your attack bonus, and at range 3, you double your defense bonus. So whether you're at range 1 or range 3, this pilot in the far back there is going to get something, an extra die. So it's a nightmare with him. Alright, so it looks like there's only one attack going on here. He's attacking my A-wing. That's the only one in range, I think. I'm trying to show the camera the R4 agromech, which I believe whenever he spends a focus... I was trying to get this camera to focus and couldn't do it. But whenever you use a focus token, you can acquire a target lock on the enemy's ship. So I think he spent a focus token to change a focus to a hit, so we got 2 hits. And in doing so, at the end of the round, he'll get, target lock on the A-wing there. Or after the attack is over. He couldn't use the target lock during the attack because he had already rolled the dice, as far as I'm aware, but... Alright, I think I managed to get... What am I doing here? Oh, he gets another turn. Once per round after defending, as long as you're within the firing arc there, the primary firing arc, he gets another attack. I think that's why he chose Dengar. So he was trying to do a double whammy on me, sort of like Koran Horn can do, but only Koran Horn special prevents him from firing in the next round. But anyway, so what are we doing? Looks like we're going back to the dials here. I think his Talbane Cobra did take 1 damage, 1 shield. Not too big of a deal. Trying to keep up with the 2x speed. It makes the videos a lot faster to watch. Less disk space. Probably a little bit more exciting too. Instead of spending an hour watching a video, you only have to spend like half an hour. And you have to sit through us, because we're primarily, most of our time is spent at the dials trying to figure out what to do next. Alright, there he goes. Alright, so the A-wing activates first. Now, my thought was that his Jump Master, piloted by Dengar, was going to make a turn. He either had to turn left or right, because going straight would have run him into that asteroid. Okay, I try to keep Biggs in the far back at range 3, so that everyone would be forced to fire at him at range 3 if possible. That was my plan anyway. Alright, target lock. And Jan Ors is moving up. Alright, now his Jump Master activates, and then his Khazar fighter, whatever it's called, in the far back there activates. Alright, looks like he's taking... Oh, he did a 2... Korgan, I can't remember the name of the loop. Segner's loop, I think it is. It's a white maneuver, depending on which way you go. And he went ahead and did a barrel roll, trying to get away from me, trying to get out of range 1, if at all possible. All right, no target lock there. We're not in range, if you can see that in the far back. So the only ones really firing this round, I believe, are the A-wing, the B-wing, and the Jump Master. Alright, so it looks like he fires first. My B-wing takes a shield. Or 2 shields from the looks of it. I rolled a blank. Checking for range. Okay, my B-wing fires back at range 2. 3 attack dice versus 2 defense. Target lock spent. Now I do have fire control system. 2 damage, or 2 shields gone, and I have fire control system, which I'm showing the camera, which allows me to take another target lock after the attack was successful, after a hit. I should have used the Hawk 290's ability here, but I didn't. I forgot about it, but so it goes. The A-wing shoots. Somehow I managed to get... Well, I can't tell if it's an evade. I think that's an evade, yeah. So I don't think anything happens there. And I think we're going back to the dials. Now his ship in the far back there, again, Talonbane Cobra, I think it is. He's in a good position. He can swoop right in there, do a lot of damage if he can get at range 1. Most of my ships are focusing on Dengar, which in retrospect, you know, I might have done something differently here, just because that was like a tank ship. It took a lot to take it out. Well, in general, large ships are like that. So you have a choice. Do you focus on the large ship and hope to take it out before the smaller ships take you out? Or do you have to go after the smaller ships first and let the large ship have free reign at you? It's a difficult decision. Alright, so it looks like my A-Wing clears the asteroid. Takes a focus. Again, the X-Wing, I'm in no hurry to rush in with Biggs because I want to stay around range 3 if at all possible of everybody. And now I did bump my A-Wing here, so no action, though I still have my target lock from before, so that's no problem. And then finally, now in retrospect, had I done Janor's ability in the last run, that would have been a white maneuver, which I just did. I still would have had a stress, and I wouldn't have been able to use it here. So, catch 22. Alright, so he's doing another Segner's loop. I'm not sure why he did that, but that gives me a great position. The downside is his pilot skills are very high. So he's going to get a first shot on me before I can actually, you know, do some serious damage. Alright, so it looks like his Talonbane Cobra did a target lock on Biggs. Looks to be range 2 to me. So he's, yeah, 3 attack dice. Looks like all hits possible. No, he's re-rolling 3 hits. Okay. And I got blank and a focus. I spent the focus, I think it is? Yeah. So I took 2 shields on my X-Wing. So now I am shieldless. Alright, and now Dengar gets a shot. He has to shoot Biggs. And I lose more. I take some hull damage, I think. Unless Jan Wars was one that was firing. I couldn't tell. Yeah, I got 2 blanks. Biggs was not doing very well here. And I think I had to roll for, I got a critical, I think it was. Might have been a major explosion. Yeah, so Biggs was off the board. Yeah, major explosion on that critical, so 3 damage. Not a great start. Not the way I wanted Biggs to go out, because I wanted Biggs to last a little bit longer so that, again, the other ships could do their thing at close range and not be targeted. But now that Biggs is gone, it was kind of difficult to do. And Biggs had 3 attack dice I didn't get to use. Now I have 5 attack dice here. 1 for range 1 and 1 for Janor's ability. As you can see, there's a stress token on Janor's. Alright, so I did, looks like 3 damage. Well, no, 4. Well, yeah, he's got an evade. I've got 4 damage, but 1's a crit. So he took 3 on that. And now Cavill is shooting somebody. Possibly the B-Wing? He spent a focus token to use his blaster turret. And then because he did that, his R4 agromech kicked in, allowed him to take a target lock. That was an interesting combination that he did there. So he spent his target lock to reroll. Again, he's outside his primary firing arc, so he gets an extra attack die. He has 3 hits. I got 1 evades. That's 2 hits on my B-Wing. So my B-Wing is really, really hurting right now. My A-Wing is now shooting at Dengar. And I think it was a direct hit or something. I think it was a critical and it knocked him out. So Dengar is now gone. Lucky for me. The downside is his pilot skills are still pretty high. And his I don't know how to pronounce the fighter, the Kizar fighter, whatever. Talon Bane Cobra in the back there is a good position. He's behind everybody. Can easily swoop in at range 1. Caval's got that 360 turret, which is nasty. And I no longer have bigs to soak up damage, so that this is going to get close. Even though I've got 3 ships, it could go anywhere. Alright, so I did a 1 hard turn here, trying to block the Y-Wing where possible. I took a focus from the looks of it. Alright, so he went 3 straight ahead. Again, he's trying to use that rear. He's trying to stay out of his, he's trying to keep my ships out of his primary firing arc, if at all possible. Alright, now I did a 1 hard turn here, I think it was, and that gave me a stress. But that's key in Farlander's ability for you, which is really nice. And I went 2 straight to clear the focus, clear the stress on Jan Ors, so that I could use his ability, or use her ability again. Alright, so he's going to target lock the B-Wing, trying to take that out as quickly as possible. He's at range 2, he gets 3 attack dice, and he's really rolling. Okay. And he's spinning the target lock, blank. Okay, so that's 2 hits. And what happens to me? I think that's a crit there. I can't, it's hard to see post-game, but I think it's a crit that I'm drawing. I'm reading the card. I get an extra stress to, okay, I must have drawn the critical that gives you an extra stress. Thrust control fire, yes. Receive 1 stress token, flip the card face down. So, that's not actually too bad for Kian Farlander, really. Because his ability allows him to spend a stress token to turn all focus into hits or something like that. That actually works to my advantage. A critical that actually works for me. Go figure. Alright, I'm going to go ahead and take a stress token to roll an extra attack dice for Key, and I'm at range 1. Caval here is in trouble. Blank. So he took 4 hits, I think it was. Plus a treat all turn maneuvers as red maneuvers. All hard turns. So he got a critical. And now he's using his blaster turret on Key and Farlander here. Spend a focus, so he gets a target lock as part of his aggro mech. And Kian is out of the game. Took too many hits. Now the A-Wing shoots back at the Y-Wing here. It's not looking good, because the B-Wing and the X-Wing were the one that had high attack dice, and now you're left with an A-Wing and a Hawk 290. Alright, I did manage to do some damage, but not enough to kill him, I think. And now I'm in trouble. I mean, on the plus side, the Y-Wing is almost dead. The downside is that his Talon Bane Cobra there is barely touched. Jan Ors isn't touched yet, neither is the A-Wing, so these 2 ships are fresh, which is good for me. And I'm thinking, part of me wants to clear this stress and take an action. The other part of me wants to get out of there as quickly as possible. Alright, so I did a 2 hard turn there. And for my action, what did I do? I was trying to block him, so I took a barrel roll, thinking that he was going to go straight. And what did he do? He did a turn. Yeah, so he was turning away to the right. So my block did sort of work. Now he cannot attack my A-Wing. Alright, I did go straight with her. I did clear the stress. But unfortunately... I know I didn't clear the stress. It's still there. But unfortunately, free shot on me. I do have that dorsal turret, so I can shoot back, but... Alright, looks like he's got 2 or 3 hits there. I got 1 evade, so Janors takes some damage. 3 hits from the looks of it. Janors has 4 hull in all, plus 1 shield, so... So Janors is hurt. Long story short, I think I did shoot back with the dorsal. I did do, I think, 1 or 2 points of damage. Wasn't a whole lot. So Talonbane Cobra here is damaged, but Jan Ors is even more damaged and stressed on top of it. And this is tough. The A-Wing's in a tough position right now. The Y-Wing has 360 and benefits from the 360. Where the A-Wing only has the forward firing arc, so it's like, what do you do with it? Try and get it out of there, which is what I was trying to do. So, what did I do? I think I did a boost here, possibly? Yeah. Trying to get away from that Y-Wing, and then get a beat on Talonbane Cobra there. He took a focus. I did a too hard turn, keeping the stress in the hopes that he wouldn't have a firing solution on me. That was very close. I don't know if he had a firing solution. I mean, it doesn't, I can't tell. I mean, from this angle, it looks like he did, but I don't think he did. I can't tell. Alright. I guess he didn't. It just, maybe it's... I mean, now that I'm looking at it from this angle, it looks like he might have, but I can't tell. Well, my attack, I think, did damage him, but it didn't destroy him. So he's still at large. And now Cavill shooting with the Y-Wing against the A-Wing. I took some damage. I think 2 shields gone. So now the prototype pilot has no shields. 2 hull left on it. And now I'm shooting on the Carrack's fighter. And I'm going to butcher that. I don't know the scum ship names very well. And it's still alive. So the Y-Wing is close to death. The Carrack's fighter here, damaged, but can still take maybe 1 or 2 hits. Everyone basically is close to death at this point. That's basically what it's coming down to. Alright, so what did I do? Excuse me. It's 11:30 at night. I'm getting ready for bed. Alright, so the A-Wing moves up, takes focus. Y-Wing does a hard turn. Has to take the stress because of the critical. And I barely keep my ship on the board there. Clearing the stress. Taking a focus. He does a 3 hard turn. I was questioning the dial because when he revealed it was like a 2 slight turn or something. But he insists that it was a 3 hard turn and the dial was messed up. Which they, in his defense, can be. Sometimes they're not on all the way and will slide easily. So I gave him the benefit of the doubt and let him do his 3 hard turn. Even though that meant 5 attack dice. Because at range 1, again, he gets that extra attack bonus with his pilot. Which basically destroys the crap out of me here, I think. 3 hits. And I rolled... I don't think I rolled very much. Yeah, I took 2 damage here, and I think that was enough to take me out, yeah. So now it's the lone A-Wing versus 2 of these guys, and it's not looking good. Granted, the A-Wing has 3 agility, so 3 defense dice, but if you don't roll those evades, then you're dead. The A-Wing is very squishy. It looks like I'm shooting. 2 hits, 2 blanks, 2 damage. He's still not dead. He's up there. He's still alive. I think he's got 2 hull left or 1 hull left at this point. I can't see the cards up there, so I couldn't tell you. One of these days I'm going to have to find a way to get those nice looking graphics on the sides, but I don't know how to do that. As the A-Wing, I only have 2 attack dice, and I have a pilot skill of 1, so I'm the last to shoot. So I'm going to get lit up here unless I start taking out ships quickly and stay out of firing arcs. But that's going to be very difficult to do with Cavill, because Cavill can shoot anywhere it wants to with his blaster turret, or her, whoever Cavill is, whatever sex Cavill is. Alright, Y-Wing moves up. I think it's at range 3, but I can't tell. It does a 1 hard turn there. And I don't think he has a firing solution from this angle. No. Cavill does. Rolling 2 attack dice, I think it is. Yeah, 1 hit. Predator. Target lock. And I got 3 blanks. Despite the fact that I was that close and could have knocked them out, that was just, my dice were not with me. The force was not with me tonight. I was that close with the A-Wing and couldn't score 1 hit. 2 blanks and a focus. That's terrible. Had I knocked him out, I might have been able to do something, but even still, Cavill has that 360 turret, which is nasty. And the special ability. Again, if she shoots, or he or she shoots outside of the primary firing arc, she gets an extra attack die. I'm just going to start calling Cavill an it until I figure out the sex of Cavill. Alright, I was trying to throw Vinny off here by going toward the asteroid. Not something I would normally do, but I was trying to do something crazy just to throw him off a bit. But now he's at range 1 on the side there. He's going to shoot with his blaster turret. Now he's going to wreck into me here. And now Cavill gets to shoot. Has the target lock after spending the focus. And how did we do? Predator. Focus. It's 3 hits. I think it is. 2 blanks. Yeah, I'm dead. I think I got 1 of it. So I took 2 hits and the A-Wing was gone. Good game, Vinny. Good game. Alright, so there you have it, folks. Another quick look at Star Wars X-Wing. If you guys want to see more games like this, let me know. If you guys haven't already, subscribe to my YouTube channel and check out my official website, www.dadsgamingaddiction.com. This is Vince. Thanks for watching, and I'll catch you next time.